You don't have to live on Elm Street to have nightmares, is the tagline for 1986's DREAMANIAC. It's on the poster and the cover of their DVD. Now, if that doesn't scream a Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff, I don't know what does. But here on the HellBound Horror Show, we want to do our due diligence before professing such a claim. As we do most of the times when we talk about proclaimed Elm Street ripoffs, we'll dip our toes into the surface level similarities before we dive into the plot and really break down the differences. And of course, we'll end with a rating that will determine if DREAMANIAC really is an Elm Street ripoff. Welcome to the HellBound Horror Show. Yeah, our month-long search to find the best Nightmare on Elm Street ripoffs have led us back to Charles Band. Now, I recently talked about Band in my Mansion of the Doomed video. Band was a pioneer in cheap, straight-to-video horror films during the 80s and 90s. He created a few labels such as Empire Pictures, Moonbeam Entertainment, and Full Moon Features, and made some classic franchises such as Re-Animator, Puppet Master, and Evil Bong, among many, many more. In 1986, Band produced this early David DeCoteau-directed film. For those who don't know DeCoteau, consider yourself lucky. I kid, of course. DeCoteau was a bit of a pioneer himself, directing many low-budget films for Band. His early career started with adult films, but eventually transitioned into horror. He did go on to have a string of decent horror films in the late 80s that starred some scream queens like Linea Quigly. One such film was Sorority Babes and the Slimeball Bowl-O-Rama, which I've already covered. DREAMANIAC starts like a typical Elm Street ripoff, and that's with a dream. A bad dream. Adam, this naked dude, is having a nightmare. He walks into the bathroom and a naked girl sits in a bloodied bathtub. She gets up, they start awkwardly kissing, and then he starts screaming. He wakes up to a knock on the door from his girlfriend. He is staying in this new house so he can have alone time to write his metal music. His girlfriend and her sister are going to use the house to eventually throw a sorority party. Adam continues having nightmares about this mysterious woman, but once the party starts just a few minutes into the movie, that's the end of the Nightmare on Elm Street connections. Yeah, no more bad dreams from here on out. All sorts of one-dimensional characters come to the party, and what do you know? The bad boy picked up a hitchhiker who just so happens to be the evil woman from Adam's dreams. Turns out she's a succubus who Adam conjured through his metal lyrics. She begins to kill all the guests in sexual ways, and eventually Adam joins along in the killings. His girlfriend and her sister try to survive the night. There's also a small twist ending at the end of the film that's just as dumb as the plot, so if you're gonna watch this movie, look forward to that. DREAMANIAC has plenty of TNA and gore effects. It's a cheap movie, but at least it knows it's cheap. The lighting on the official DVD transfer looks like trash, and it's hard to see what's actually happening on screen. Some of the performances are fine for really cheap movie standards, but the script is so by the books. I don't know what to say, it's an early David DeCoteau film. He got better eventually, but DREAMANIAC isn't great. It's an okay background movie, but it won't have anyone sitting at the edge of their seats. I don't recommend DREAMANIAC unless you are a diehard DeCoteau fan or a diehard Charles Band fan, and even then, you may struggle to like this movie. So, how much Elm Street DNA does DREAMANIAC have? I'd say it's about 10% Elm Street, 20% its own thing, and 70% garbage. And that's all I have for tonight, so sweet dreams, everyone, and I hope to see you soon. You made it to the end of the video? High five! You should tell me what your favorite Charles Band movie is, whether it's Full Moon or Empire. I'd love to know in the comments below. Have a good one.